I don't know about you, but I want to get it right. I want to understand that what I am believing and putting my faith and trust in is correct information. You know, wrong information has been around for a long time. Matter of fact, wrong information is multiple times more than correct information. You can only have one truth, but you can have millions of lies and deceptive things and false information. The word doctrines, the plural form of doctrine, is found in the Bible, my King James Bible, 5 times. And 3 of these I'm going to look at today. One talks about past, one's the present, and one's the future of how doctrines get messed up. Let's read it. For the past, Matthew 15:9 says, "But in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men." Interesting. Presently, Paul says in Colossians 2:22, "which are all to perish with the using, after the commandments and doctrines of men." Also he says in 1 Timothy 4:1, "Now the Spirit speaketh expressly, that in latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils." And as far as the future is concerned, we find in Hebrews 13:9, "Be not carried about with divers and strange doctrines, for it is a good thing that the heart be established with grace, not with meats, which have not profited them that have been occupied therein." So these verses tell us that there are doctrines of men that we need to be careful of, and there are diverse or different and strange doctrines that will come about. And you know, they're here. That's what denominations are all about. It is a separation because of some doctrine that wasn't believed by the previous church, so they start a new church, call it a new name, because they now believe that they are going in the right direction. Well, we all want to be right, and not everybody can be right, and there's probably no one that is 100% right. But that should not keep us from desiring and studying God's Word rightly divided so we could understand God's Word. You know, He gave us a book. A book is words on a page for information to be learned. And God doesn't want us to be stupid or ignorant. He wants us to know His Word and to know Him better. But it takes study. Study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. If you don't rightly divide God's Word, even though no one gets it 100%, there's no chance of getting 100% when God's Word's not rightly divided and studied the way He tells us to in the King James Bible. Thanks for your time. You have a good day. Staying away from the doctrines of men.